We'll start with some swans to get the back muscles warmed up. Welcome to Pilates and weight training, Sculpt. We'll do belly down, and then we're going to start with your belly pulling in. Here we go. Inhale, lift up, and then just hover for a moment. So as you breathe in, your torso lifts. Your hands aren't helping yet. And it's like you're just waking up your breathing and you're waking up your back. Now your back might be feeling a little more warmed up. So when you're ready, put your hands on the floor. Find a higher place. Hold 10. Yep, we're just holding a swan or a sphinx. That's just fine. Breathe in. Now exhale, lower. This time your hands are going to go beside your hips or at your lower spine. You can even interlace them. Come up. Now lift your arms, your torso, and your toes, your knees, and hold 10. Now push back a child pose of some sort. So I'm going to pull the toes under, but if you want to leave your feet flat, you can. Breathe in. And then come back down to the belly. Now this is for your rear deltoid and the spine back muscles. So take your hands like a Y, lift up your back and lift up your toes. All right, now the arms are going to lift higher 15 times this time in the letter I position. Keep your back up and keep your toes up if you can. The modification would be lower your toes. All right, try 5 more lifts. Now take your arms like the letter T and up 15 times. So the rear deltoid. And then take your arms like a letter Y and do 15 lifts. And leave your legs the same, just your arms are going, and then push back child pose. Here we go. And then knees flex as much as is comfortable for you. Good job. And grab a sip. We're going to do a little cat-cow to wake up the spinal muscles. And from here, you'll do a spinal flexion and extension. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. So that right there should feel really good. And then decide if you would like to stay there. And if you want to add on, you can curl your toes and do a beast, cat-cow, knees off. And if you would like to add on from there, you can do the down dog. Ooh, there's the calf stretch, first of the day. And then go through your back. So inhale. You could be doing cat-cow, you could be doing the beast, or you could be doing the down dog, up dog, spinal articulation. Inhale. You can mix it up as well. Good. And back. And up. And back. And up. All right, one more. Good job. And then child pose here. Rest the spine. Head back down to the belly. Now, once you're on the belly, you're going to take a swim. It's a breaststroke, though. So your arms are going to go very big, like a circle. Draw a line up your torso. Reach forward. Every time you're circling the arms, you're going to lift your spine. And if you can add on, flutter your thighs. Flutter kick works the hamstrings and the glutes. Come up. Breathe in. Come up. Breathe in. Good. All right, 5 more. 4, lifting up. 3, good. 2, and 1 more. You got it. All right, back to a child's pose. So this time, walk your fingers to the right, like you're trying to get your pinky far away from your hip. Breathe into that rib cage. Open up. And then come down. All right, walk it to the other side. Open up. Good, inhale. And then exhale, come down. All right, so grab a sip. We're gonna add on some of those bow poses. Now there's a backup plan on each of those though. If you're in bow pose and it's too much, you can always do 1 foot at a time. And if you can take both, please take both. So breathe in. You can also just do a spinal lift if you need to have another backup plan. So just do what you need. Good, that looks great. Yeah. Relax for a moment and either do the other side or do the bow pose, or if you just need to do a spinal lift, please do that. So come up. Looks good. 5, 4. And recover. All right. Child pose. Good job. Push back. You can bend your elbows too if you'd like. And we're going to take a second type of bow pose, which is a quadruped one. So you're on the hands and knees. You can lift up the right foot. And you could just do this with a left arm, right leg. But if you want, hold on to your foot and then push up towards the sky for 10. And then lower that down, and then you're going to do the other side. A modification is right arm, left leg reach, or reach for that foot and go up. And then exhale to relax. Nice job. Grab a sip. We'll do a little bit of our bridging with 3 different angles. So make sure you have enough room behind you. Come down, feet flat, curl up. Sometimes this position's called the hook position, where your feet are flat and your back's on the floor. Curl up 10 times. It'll feel like your back's waking up again, like that cat-cow. It's nice to mix up which ways our spine does spinal articulation. You might find one works better for you to really get that low back. The next time that you're up, just stay there and hold for 10. It's a good place to see, are you even in your hips? Is there a space underneath your neck? Are your knees over your ankle? Breathe in. And then exhale. We'll take a happy baby here so that your hamstrings and your low back feel a little stretch. 5, 4. Good. 3, 2. Now this one's a little different. You can add on the feet going 1 foot length away. So the knee angle is more obtuse. Push up and down. And if you need to, you can let your toes come off the floor. Don't worry if that happens. The main thing is the knee angle is different. If that doesn't serve your knees, go back to the closer position. But otherwise, take 5 more lifts. What you're doing is waking your hamstrings and glutes up in different angles, working them in different angles. Hold the higher position for 10. Make sure your hips are even. 5. And then lower, reach your hands between to hold your feet or your inner ankles. And then let's do one more angle. Now this one's pretty long, so you will have a soft knee still, both knees. Go up and down. Go up and down. And up and down. And 4 and down. And 5. 6, good. It's a little lift. 7, but you might feel it more. 8, 9, and you can hold it up. 10, and then relax. Take one leg up like a little hamstring stretch, and we'll add the toes rolling or the ankles rolling, and each way. We'll add a point and a flex. And then inhale and exhale the other one up and take that one. So a longer legged hamstring stretch. You can point and flex. You can add a circle. Nice. And good job. All right, so now the feet coming closer. You'll lift up and see if you can take one-legged bridge. Now one leg's up in the air and one leg is down. So down, up, go all the way down. Your sacrum will touch the floor or the mat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, take the other one. Left leg up. All right, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way down, 8, all the way up, 9. Now, when you're up, switch your feet, switch your legs, take leg pull and add your ankles pointing, flexing. Try to get a full stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now switch it up. I like to make sure the hips are level on that switch. And up. 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, take a full body stretch and feel everything release. Good. And then take the right leg up and you're going to draw a circle with the ribs staying connected. This is leg circles. You'll feel your abdominals stabilizing your bones, your pelvis and your ribs. 8 the other way. You'll feel like your bigger circle requires more abdominal stabilization. And let's go right into a switch. So get ready. Left leg up. 8. Good. Bigger circles are harder. And 8 the other way. And then legs up. All right, so this is a corkscrew, and you're gonna feel like you're drawing a clock on the ceiling. And the modification could be smaller circles or really bent knees. And harder challenges is bigger circles or longer knees. Good. All right. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And then hug, 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 hug. Really good. Let's take ourselves up, grab a sip. Good job. And we're going to go into some abdominals, some planks. So get yourself comfortable, your elbows, your forearm muscles. We're going to shift up and hold. If you want to modify, just go to your knees instead of your toes. So hold 30. Ten more. And then lower yourself down, get yourself comfortable for a side plank. And get ready, and hold 30. Head back a little bit. Yeah, there you go. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Feel those core muscles. Sorry, yep, I talked about the core muscles before I cued to come down, Polly. Come on to the other side. 30, and you do want to feel these muscles helping you, these core muscles. Here we go, right here. Head back, 4, 5, 6, 7, good, 8, nice G, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, and 30. Good job. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to go back to the front plank and add a possible add-on. When you're in your front plank, see if you can add on a lift up with your hips and then back to a plank. A lift up, and even your gaze will change. It'll go to your toes and then back to plank. It'll go to your hands. Lift up. Inhale. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, we're going to do a recovery pose here. So, yes, very good. So, it's kind of like a natural extension here. But if you want to add on, you can. So, you can put up on your hands or stay on your forearms. 10. Add that full breath. All right, inhale. And then lower. Now, for the side plank, we'll put the top hand kind of like a triangle or arm triangle. So come up, lift up your hips and do 10 rotations. Exhale, 2, keep the hips the same. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good. And then 10, good. And if you ever need any modifications, bridge pose is a really good, fine one to do at just about for most people, that's going to be a safe modification exercise. Here we go, up, breathe in, 10, good. We got to exhale to help us, 2, 3, 4, 5, good, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower, nice. All right, we have another series, and then we'll do grab a sip though if you'd like. It's going to be forearm plank, so we're doing 3 of all of the planks. Back to here. Now if you can, go forward a little bit by pushing through your toes and drop back through your heels. If you have any sensitivity in your feet, just stay put or put your shins on a foam roller. Otherwise, 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, and then a sphinx, which will stretch out your abs, or a swan. So hold, neck soft. That looks so good, guys. Yeah. All right, here we go. Side plank. Now we'll take over the ear so your hand can start low, your bottom hand. Come up over, lateral flexion. Lower your hip a little bit, 2, 3, good. If you need to do something else like a bridge, that is just fine. 5, 6, there you go. That a girl. 7, I want you feeling safe, but you can have a theme of doing something healthy for your body, and then go to the other side. Now, side plank, we're going to do 10. Remember, modification could be bridge pose, so something healthy for you. Go up and over. This is your time to take care of your body, your mind, your breathing. Good. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. All right. All right, grab a sip, and we'll do a different type of core. So you're gonna lie on your side, and you're gonna lift up both legs. Let your arm be your pillow, and go up. I want you to feel this part. Here's your core. Yep. 4, 5, 6, 7. Feel that. 8. Take 10 more. Your jaw is soft. Now stay up as a bonus. Take your top leg up. Now we're working the thighs the way they don't normally get worked during the day. They usually are in a sagittal plane forward. Now the bottom leg's going to join it, so stay up. Let's go to the other side. Very good. Arm is like a pillow. Good job. Okay, here we go. I just put a hand here a lot to make sure I've got this proprioception. I'm feeling these muscles help me pull in. Sometimes you can go a half an inch taller or higher than you think you can, just by the focus. See if you can go a little higher. Good, there it is, 7, that looks great. 9, all right, that was 20 on my count. Add on the legs. A modification would be to leave the bottom leg down, but I'm trying to challenge us with our leg up and let the top leg stay up. Okay, here we go. You can see your toes in your peripheral vision. Good job. Awesome. Come on up and just take a little rotation. So something for the back. This is a stretch. And open up and stretch. Now, this next one is going to be push-ups. So you could do a modification by standing on the wall and doing push-ups on the wall. You can do them on a hands and knees. So this is another way to modify. It's kind of like an all fours. You could also put your knees back and do an all fours that way. Or you can go to your toes, take 10 of these. And then take a little breather. Now, before we do another exercise, let me give you a stretch. Pull your fingers down. Pull your fingers down. Yeah. And maybe even pull your hand back. See, yeah, can you see? Yep. Pull your hand back. These are hand and forearm stretches, hands low, prayer. All right, the next ones are considered posterior oblique. So I'll show you what I mean. Go down to your belly and right arm, left leg go up. So right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. If for some reason you need your arms lower, you can always do this with the arms lower. Right now I'm touching the floor between, but if you want to make it harder, here we go. All the limbs are up. And you continue. Right arm, left arm, right leg. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. And then windshield wipe to release, to relax, to release and relax. And we're going to do one more of these posterior oblique slings. So put your hands kind of like triangles. Lift up your right leg and your left torso. Lift up your left leg and your right torso. So keep going. What you're doing is with your extension, you're adding a rotation. With your extension, you're adding a rotation. Extend and rotate. Extend and rotate. 4 more. 3 more. 2 and 1. Now let your arms be your pillow. Lift up one leg all by itself. It should go higher than when you did swimming. It should go higher than when you did swimming. It's not your torso, it's only your legs. Can you see if you feel both legs are going up as high? So is the right leg going as high as the left? Good. 2 more. Now lift up both legs and flutter them, but not the torso. So leave the torso the same, it's down. You should feel your hamstrings and glutes. 10 more. Add your legs tapping together. This is going to be 20 reps. Head rest. And recover when you're ready. Child's pose, toes back if you want. Good job. Grab a sip and grab a band. So grab a sip, grab a band. And let's get on some sculpting. It's all kind of sculpting though. The way we do Pilates, we do enough stimulus that we're building muscle too. But we're getting benefit from mixing up the apparatus. Walk your fingers close and pull. So you're going to try to have one heavy band or 2 bands if you don't have a heavy band, and lift up. Good. If you're feeling uncomfortable seated, you can also sit on a pillow. You want to feel like your back is getting your attention. You will feel biceps and the rear deltoid. So keep pulling. Good. And feel how your shoulders are away from your ears. They're down the back, the scapular down the back. All right, full breath. 10. When your elbows are long, as soon as you start pulling, you want to feel tension. If you don't, you want to walk more forward with your hands and grab more band. You want to feel like you're getting tension throughout that range of motion. 8, 7, long arms. 6, 5, good. 4, yep. 3, 2. All right, see if you can go right into a rotation. Take 10 on the right. So just keep going. 10 on the right, 2, 3, good, 4, 5. That arm should be getting tired. 6, 7, 8, long arm in between. And as soon as you start pulling, you should have tension. If you don't, walk your fingers lower. Pull 10 on the left. Pull 10 on the left. If you can't lengthen your arms, try walking your hands lower to your feet. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to let go of this band and take a rack posture to opposite the, to be opposing to that exercise. This is a good place if you want to spread out your toes as well, so you're adding in some balance help for your feet. Lift your heart and your hands are flat. And then we're going to grab, if you have different bands, this will probably be more like a medium. Grab your band around your feet again. Cross your rope like an axe. Now your elbows are very close to your rib cage. Open up your forearms. See if you can keep your wrist fairly neutral or safe. Yeah. Open up, open up, open up. So you'll feel like your deltoid, these muscles that stabilize your shoulder are working. Take 10 more. Good. Good. Elbows glued. And uncross the band, and then take the arms down low. I'm going to turn a little so you can see me from a different angle. So you have a low pull, chest expansion. You're not letting the shoulders poke forward. You're tall in your torso. Good. Let your belly pull in as you reach your arms back. Yeah. Try to resist the return of the band so you get a workout on the push and the pull, on the return and the pull. All right, 10 more. Feel like you're getting fatigued. Lat triceps, rear deltoid. 4 more. Good. Let that go. Let's take a little stretch. I'm going to move my feet. You can keep them the same if you want. I'm going to do a lateral raise here. So one arm might be down. Rotate down. Good. You could keep your feet the same or move them as well. Add the rotations. Get ready. Go up. And you might add a little rotation here. And breathe. Inhale. Good. And then come up. Hell, good, Karen. Grab a sip and we'll do wide rear deltoid. It's kind of like you're making a letter T, but just shy of your shoulder height. So you put this around your band, band around your feet. Go out like a T, like this, but a little lower than your shoulder. Yeah. Try to keep the neck relaxed even though you're working the back arm. And you're tall. Look at everybody's posture. Good. All right, try 10 more. Nice. Now give yourself a little release of tension, kind of like just a shoulder roll, but with your hands down. Even the neck. The next one is going to be a bicep curl, but there's a couple ways we can do it. So you could stay right here. I'm going to point my toes a little bit, by the way, so the band doesn't come off. But you could do it right here. Depending on your band, this may be plenty. If you don't have osteo and you want to lean back a little. Good. Another way is to hold onto the band a little closer. Good. Good. Looks like everyone's finding their way. Okay. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Now grab the band as if it's the letter Y. Go up and behind and up and forward. This is a stretch. Up and behind and up and forward. You can sit any way you want to. Should feel so good. Now we're going to take a place about like a Y and hold. Breathe in. Now we're going to take a place a little lower. Breathe in. A little lower. A little lower. And a little lower. Good. Inhale and then come back up. Now you can sit any way you want. You can take your band behind your upper back. I like to grab the excess if you have the handles. Sometimes it feels nice to grab that excess. And we'll do a little out and then a little forward. This is a small pattern. And out. Good. And then forward. And out. And narrow and wide would be another way to say this. That a girl, Karen. And neck is soft. And out. And forward. So feel like your elbow lengthens. Plural, your elbows lengthen. Now you're going to stay forward on this next set of 10. Get ready. 10, 9, 8, 7. Go forward and back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right, we're going to get rid of that. See if you can take a stand without using your feet. And you're going to grab possibly a lighter band. Oh, looks like I need to adjust my camera. And we're going to do a lateral raise. So adjust your band. If you have different bands, you're a lighter band. You're going out to the side. Good. And 4. Good. 5, 6. Feel that shoulder. All right, 10 more. Yeah, like that. Should feel like your shoulder's getting ready to be done, like it's ready to switch sides. 20 on the other. So I like to change the foot as well. So you do 20. You can see your hand in your peripheral vision. It's not going behind you. Your wrist feels solid. Your spine is tall. And we'll slow it down a little on the return. All right, we have 5 more, staying tall. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Excellent. Now, I'm going to have us grab a sip, but we're going to stick with that band that you have. We're going to go front. Stick with the band. How you doing on your water now that it's getting cooler? Go forward. This will be front deltoid. Everyone looks so good. So you're facing front. Your arm is front. Make any adjustments. Go to the front on this one, Catherine. Yes. So, knee soft. Spine tall. Wrist neutral. And this one, it would be easy to turn your body, but you're gonna stay straight ahead and not rotate or lean back. Good. 14, 15, 16, 17. Good, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. 18, 19, 20. On the other, change your heel, change your hand. Go forward. You may have to adjust after on the first few. 5, good. 6, good. 7, about shoulder height. Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Really good. Grab a sip. We are going to do another bicep curl, but this time we're going to be standing. So you'll be probably 2 feet. Some of you might be 1 foot in the middle. I want you to see what you need. Good. Try to keep the wrists comfortable for you. Yes. And it may be that it's more comfortable to do a hammer curl, especially depends on your band. So please make it good for your joints. The knees are soft though. The spine is tall. Nice job. And then let that go. Now with your band, let me grab a different one. Behind your upper back, you're going to take, you might have to wrap the excess there. You're going to take a breaststroke. So push forward and around. Might have to adjust here. So push forward and around. Forward and around. Good. And forward and around. Neck soft. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That a girl, let's add that in. Good call, Shireen. Add a heel raise if you can. If it makes you feel like you can't really concentrate on the arms, just do the one. But yeah, add it in if you can. Good for our brain to do those patterns. There, let me try that 5 more times. 4 more times. 3 more times. 2. 1 more. And 1. Grab a sip. I'm going to just tilt my screen up a little for this next one, but grab a sip and we're going to go up like a pull down. So grab a sip. We'll go up like a letter Y. Let me grab excess here. Get ready. Pull down in front of your nose and pull down to your chest. And pull down in front of your nose to your chest. Yes. Now you're tall. You're pulling wide, not just down, you're pulling wide. And when your arms are overhead, you still have a little abdominal tone so that your low back doesn't get more lordotic or swayed inward. That's it. If you don't feel it, grab more band. 10, 9, neck is easy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now, we did some push-ups earlier, but I'm going to offer them again. You can take 10 wall push-ups if you'd like, or you can take them on the floor in hands and knees all four, or on the floor knees. But you're going to take 10. Yeah. And then we're going to do a shoulder stretch, which will be either interlaced fingers, or if you can take cow face and cow face. And that leads us into the next exercise, which is going to be a chest press on the back. So if chest press on the back with hand weights doesn't serve you, go back to the push-up on the wall. That's why I wanted to do that one again. So if you are doing chest press with the hand weights, it's going to be a heavier weight, 5 to 12 pounds. So you'll have a feet on the floor position. This is also called hook position. Sometimes humerus is about 45 degrees from your shoulder joint too, but you want to listen to your body. We've all had different things happen, or different little nuances in our anatomy, so just make sure no joint hurts. Some people do better with a pillow under their head or a folded mat under their head. If you have forward head syndrome, you will want to have something under your head. Press, so all the joints are comfortable. Exhale on that press. You can feel your abdominals pull in. All right, try 10 more. Looking good, guys. Yep. 17. And lengthen your elbow all the way at the top. 18, that's it. 19. And one more. 20. Good. I'm going to let those go to the side and take a full body stretch. Reach through your fingers and your toes. Breathe in. And then come up. Now, we are going to take, you can take a sip. We're going to take an overhead press, which is like this. Let me show you before we put a hand weight. It's going to look like this. So if you know that doesn't serve you, you can also take the band weight that we did out to the side, or our hand weights out to the side. So probably 3 to 8 pounds. And I'm going to have you stand without using your hands on your legs if you can. So remember, if you need a backup plan, you can do this, but if you can do this, go overhead. Good, listen to your body. Good. Good, yep, you can do either one. I just want to give you a backup plan if you need it. Notice you have your abdominals helping you when you lift your arms overhead, so your back doesn't feel wobbly or lordotic or inwardly curved. All right, try 5 more. Good. 3, 2, 1 more. We're going to lower just the hand weights down, that a girl. And I want to do a one-legged balance with this shoulder stretch. So one foot can come to your low calf or your inner thigh. You can interlace your hands behind you and open. Now we're working on the balance and the glute medius. Good, open, open, open. Full breath. Lower that down. Take your other foot up. Once you have that, open up the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Let that go. We are going to take a front raise. It's going to look like this. So it's like you're walking with your hands. It's probably going to be a lighter weight. So 3 to 7. And pretend you're walking with your hands. Yeah, and I just started right hand first, so it'll be easy to remember. 2, good, because we'd like to be even. 3, 3, there you go. 4, 4, 5. And notice how your body would want to turn if you weren't paying attention. It might rotate, but you're keeping it upright. So there's some abdominal stabilizing we do when we work with this anti-rotational movement, it's called. So that's part of the exercise to keep your body aligned, even though we're working one arm at a time. And you notice you would lean back if you weren't paying attention and sort of like rock, but you are staying steady, stable. Up to shoulder height will be just fine. We'll try to slow it down a little bit on the return. You got it. All right, take that down for a second. Grab a sip if you'd like. And then we'll do half moon stretch. The stretches that we intersperse keep the muscles flexible and long. Also, I tend to accent a lot of posture stretches so our body's upright, not rounded forward. Get ready, breathe in. And that one feels good. Let's go over. If the foot cross is unstable, just take the feet neutral underneath your hips. Yeah, pulling is good too. Nice job, guys. The next one we're going to do is a lateral raise. So it could be between 3 and 7 pounds again, but we're going to do both at the same time. So go hands beside you this time, but maybe slightly ahead of your body, just slightly. Good. And out. Good. And here we go, breathing in the nose. Long elbows, longish, they're long but soft. Good. 7, 8, 9. Notice your tall posture. We're always working on the posture while we're in class, and we're working on the breath. Good. Now we're going to try to slow it down on the lower part if you can, so just a little bit slower on the return. There we go. That was good. Take some mental focus too. Soften the knees. Nice. Really good. All right, let that down for a moment. Now, this is 2 things at once. Can you cross your right foot over? Take your arms out. And so if your right foot's over, you're going to rotate right. Try to balance and try to rotate. Open up forward, cross your left foot over. and then bring it back. Nice. I want to do a little hammer curl, and so if your wrist doesn't tolerate that and you need to do supinated, that's okay. So grab a heavier weight, 5 to 12 I'd say. Bend the elbows, and we're just going to take 15 of these. I want to leave enough time to do another core. So it's kind of like you're picking up produce, picking up some butternut squashes, spaghetti squashes, acorn squashes, pumpkins, zucchinis, all the good stuff from the farm. All right, we're going to do 5 more of those because we did a couple different biceps earlier. So we're going to do 15 of these. We have 3 more. That way we have enough time to do some plank and extensions. All right, 2 more. All right, lower those down carefully, and then take your elbow. Well, we'll do a stretch here. So elbow and lean. It's kind of like you're doing a half moon plus a tricep, and I know that's not the muscle we just worked. We're going to do it anyway. Take an elbow and then a lean. And then open up your arms wide and pull your fingers back, like someone's got your fingers and they're trying to pull you. Good. Inhale. And then a knocking on the door of life. This is a release in the arms, the shoulders, the back. Now when you're ready, we're going to do a plank, or if you care to add on, an isometric plank. So your elbows are down and you're in a plank, but if you want to add on, pretend that you're pulling your forearms to your toes and your toes to your forearms. 20. 10 more. And then recover with the Sphinx, or if you can do a swan, do that. 10. Ooh, look at everybody's posture, it looks fabulous. All right, here we go with our back extensions. So I'm gonna offer the hands are like triangles here. Leave the toes down on this set. Go up, up. And we're doing 10 of these, but if you need a modification, keep your hands low. Our toes are down so we can work on the upper back even more, getting higher. 5 more. And then stay up. Hold, your toes are low, but your torso's up. 10. And then push back, child's pose. Nice job, guys. Sit any way you want. And then take an inhale up. And when you go up, you might even do a slight extension and an exhale. And an inhale up. And an exhale. Now catch your hands at the top. We are going to do a little hand stretch since we gripped so many things. Go right down the middle, and then everyone will be different, but usually when your palms separate at the bottom, you feel a nice hand stretch, forearm stretch. Hold. And then just take a moment to notice how you feel. You can capture that feeling of feeling centered, feeling strong, feeling in touch with wellness in your body, mind, and spirit. And we'll make an intention to stay closely connected to that feeling of strength, peace, wellness for the rest of your day with so much appreciation. And I'll see those of you that can come tomorrow for the 30